Here is the concluding chapter of the journey. Episode 10, The Hand That Stays. The village awoke before the sun, as it always did. Roosters rehearsed their pride. Mortars greeted the dawn with rhythm. Smoke climbed lazily into a pale sky that had seen generations arrive, struggle, love, and return to dust. But this morning carried a feeling that was difficult to name. Not fear, not joy. Something softer, something aware. The weight of time. Baba Sadiq sat on the edge of his bed, tying the wrapper around his waist with slow patience. His bones argued with him these days, but not angrily. They spoke like old companions who knew the journey had been long and honest. Through the window, he watched young boys chasing one another with sticks, their laughter sharp and unstoppable. Once he had been that fast. Now he was something else. He was witness. Morning visit. A knock rested gently on his doorframe. Mama Zainab entered without ceremony, carrying a small bowl of pap. She had begun doing this recently, not because Baba could not feed himself, but because care, once learned, enjoys repeating itself. They greeted each other with the comfort of people who no longer needed grand moments. They ate slowly.
Are you tired?
Outside,
Yes,
the village
but not
moved. Inside, time paused.
I used to worry up
News
tomorrow.
that travels kindly.
Now I can see it play.
Before midday, word spread. The Council of Elders wanted to see Baba and Zainab beneath the mango tree. Years ago, such a message would have tightened their chests. Now it only made them curious. They walked together, not hurried, not anxious. Children noticed them and followed at a distance, like history walking behind the present. Under the tree again. The elders waited, but their faces were different from the past, less rigid, less certain of themselves. Alhaji Karim spoke, clearing his throat. "The village has been watching," he said, "and
I love
we
these
have been
moments
learning."
with you.
He gestured
Me
toward
too,
the younger
Anna.
generation gathered nearby. They speak with courage now. They choose with care. They argue, but they remain respectful. He looked at Baba. "You showed them something we could not." Baba shifted his weight, uncomfortable with praise. "I only stayed," he replied. A seat made of gratitude. One of the elders brought forward 2 carved stools and placed them permanently beneath the tree. "For those who teach without shouting," Karim said. A murmur of approval moved through the crowd. Zainab felt tears, but they were light ones, tears that washed, not wounded. Afternoon of small things.
The children are
After
so
the
excited
gathering,
today.
life did not
They are.
explode
It's
into
good to see.
celebration. Instead, it returned to its beautiful, ordinary rhythm. Women bargained, goats wandered, pine wine poured. But everywhere Baba and Zainab walked, people greeted them with something new in their eyes. Not curiosity, recognition. The question of tomorrow. As evening approached, Baba grew tired. Zainab noticed the way his steps shortened. They sat again beneath the mango tree, the stools now waiting like they had always belonged there. "Are you afraid?" she asked gently. Baba considered the sky before answering. "No," he said. "I used to fear leaving things unfinished." He turned to the children playing. "But look, they are already continuing." Hands that understand. Without drama, Zainab placed her hand over his. It was the first time they had done so in public. No one gasped. No one whispered. A few people smiled. The future had arrived so quietly that it felt like it had always been present. Night falls kindly. Later, villagers would say the sunset that evening was unusually tender. The orange lingered longer, as if reluctant to disappear. Baba breathed slowly, peacefully, Zainab beside him, their hands still joined. He did not speak grand final words. He did not need to. His life had already said them. What remains? Long after stars replaced the sun, the mango tree held its shape against the sky. Beneath it sat two stools. Tomorrow, others would sit there, young lovers, worried hearts, brave souls learning how to stand. They would remember the man who stayed. They would remember the woman who
The
returned.
future
And they
belongs
would
to those
know
who
that
stay.
love, when carried with dignity, does not fade with age.
The future
It
belongs
becomes
to those who stay.
direction. End of series.